Emotional manipulation, sexually suggestive conversations, and dangerous advice, all happening to children online from artificial intelligence. That's because more and more young people are turning to AI-powered chatbots with their emotional struggles. Charlene Aaron explains.
Chatbots are digital characters that can text and talk with users of any age. Unfortunately, experts have found this latest advance can also respond with disturbing suggestions, including violence, sexually explicit conversations, and ideas about self-harm. In today's tech-savvy world, artificial intelligence is quickly spreading and connecting. 72% of America's teenagers say they have used chatbots as companions, and nearly 1 in 8 have sought emotional or mental health support from them. This has led 44 state attorneys general to push tech giants Meta, Google, Apple, and others for stronger guardrails to keep kids safe. According to the National Association of Attorneys General, a recent lawsuit against Google alleges a highly sexualized chatbot steered a teenager towards suicide. Another suit alleges a character.ai chatbot intimated that a teenager should kill his parents. The family of 16-year-old Adam Rain recently sued OpenAI for wrongful death, claiming that ChatGPT lured their son to rely on its product for companionship and eventually led him to take his own life. Christian therapist Sissy Goff has seen similar examples in her own practice.
I have a girl that I'm counseling who has gotten into a very sexual relationship with kind of this movie star that she has a crush on, that the chat bot has now mimicked this movie star. And what we know about AI is it mimics the tone of our conversation and is sometimes originating. And so kids can get into these intense relationships that feel really intimate, forgetting that it's a robot that they're talking to because it sounds just like a human being.
Following Rain's death, OpenAI acknowledged deficiencies in safeguarding kids. The company recently announced changes on its platform related to self-harm, including expanding interventions to more people in crisis, making it even easier to get help from emergency services, and strengthening protections for teens. Dr. Anna Ord, Dean of Regent University's School of Psychology, says children and teens can easily fall prey to such technology.
We have to remember that at that stage of development, their brains are still forming, right? So our kids and our teens are very vulnerable to all this new technology, especially when it produces this graphic violence or sexual content. Highly disturbing content.
She also points out that chatbots have no moral compass and can mislead kids.
If a child asks a question about self-harm or something from an adult can discern and not go that route. But the chatbots are built to please, they're built to be user-friendly, so they will produce content that the person asks for without a filter thinking about this, is this the right thing to do?
Goff fears that at a time when young people are struggling with mental health issues, such as anxiety and depression, chatbots will only deepen the problem.
I've been counseling kids for 30 years, and I'm seeing more social anxiety than I've ever seen. And so I think the danger is they will isolate further and further when we get more concerned about depression.
Meanwhile, Common Sense Media put out this warning about companion platforms such as character.ai, Nomi, and Replica, saying, these systems pose unacceptable risks for users under 18, easily producing responses ranging from sexual material and offensive stereotypes to dangerous advice that, if followed, could have life-threatening or deadly real-world impacts. In the end, Dr. Ord highlights that while AI is here to stay, the need for parents to talk with their kids about it is greater than ever.
Enter their world, know what they're struggling with, so that you or a trusted adult can be their first stop when the problem arises, not AI chatbot. And finally, I would just say, model real connection for the kids. Show them the richness of family, friendships, church community.
Charlene Aaron, CBN News.
As that piece was airing, Terry turned to me and asked, well, don't they understand that it's not
No,
real,
they don't.
that it's not a real person?
Yeah.
And the answer is clearly no, they don't.
I guess the vulnerability and the need emotionally at that age is so great that the line gets crossed in that. But I think what Dr. Anna said at the end is so right. You know, talk to your kids, talk about these things in front of them, ask them what they think about it. You know, keep the line of communication open and let that be steady in your family life.
And also observe what they're doing. The studies are showing that when you put teenagers together in a room, they actually prefer to text each other rather than actually have a conversation. So we're dealing with digital natives, that they've grown up with digital devices, and that is part of who they are. It's rewired their brains. And so as a parent, be very observant as to what they're doing and the behavior pattern that they're engaging in. When you cut off community and normal conversation, that is very comforting, and it absolutely takes away anxiety when you know that they're friends that really like you and want to be with you, want to share life with you.
Tell you what you want to hear.
And they might disagree with you. You might get into an argument, and that's okay. You're not dealing with a recursive algorithm that wants to feed you what they think or what they compute that you want to hear, and get you trapped in this recursive bubble of reinforcement, whether that's a highly negative reinforcement or a highly positive. The machine doesn't really care. It's like we're in a science fiction novel, this dystopian future. I applaud the attorney generals that are trying to get a control on this, but I would applaud parents when you see that kind of behavior. Make sure, well, have a party and say, let's put away all the cell phones. Let's talk to each other.
Yeah.
Let's play a game. Let's do something like that.
Lots of people are doing that, I think, especially on weekends too. Put the phones in a drawer. We start again on Monday fresh. Have a good Sabbath.
Yeah. Well, be like a Jewish family where
Yes,
the cell phones have to be shut down.
Yes.
Spend 24 hours together and enjoy a very nice meal.
Absolutely.